Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here, and today we are here with a preview of the Spanish Grand Prix in 2016. I know I normally do these on the Monday, but it's just been so busy I haven't got around to recording it. So yeah, it's a little bit later on the Wednesday, and nonetheless we'll get into this and talk about the Grand Prix this weekend. Obviously Nico Rosberg goes into this weekend winning 7 Grand Prix on the bounce, including the back end of 2015, and of course, in my head right now, he has to be the favourite for this race. But as each race goes on, Hamilton, Raikkonen, Vettel are all unlucky. I'm not going to, say that. I mean, people have obviously talked about Hamilton as he's in the same car as Rosberg. But as some of you guys left comments in the previous videos and are very correct in doing so, both the Ferraris have been really unlucky, like incredibly unlucky at the start of the season so far. And who knows, we haven't really had a proper race where we've seen the Ferraris maxed out and both Mercedes maxed out. And I really hope that takes place here this weekend. Last year, Nico Rosberg picked up his first win of 2015 at the Spanish Grand Prix. It's one that he's done decent at in the past. It's not one of those ones that sort of stands out for me as a Nico Rosberg circuit. Like Monaco, for example, is one that I think he's really good at, so is China. Spain is one he's done decent at in the past, but in my opinion, I think this is a great opportunity for Lewis Hamilton to grab his first victory. Obviously, if things go his way, if he doesn't have problems. And he's getting actually quite close to a grid penalty. I think he's got some sort of warnings, and if he has a few more, or penalty points or something like that, if he has a few more, he'll actually get a 10-place grid penalty. So that's actually not looking good for the championship, obviously, because okay, a 5-place grid penalty is not too tough, because obviously you can get past those guys quickly, but once you put yourself back 10 places, you've got yourself into the mid-pack, and it makes it even harder to overtake. Obviously Hamilton did a great job in the last Grand Prix to make his way through the field, and obviously gained some really great overtakes and get him up to second place, but on the track, could end up put somewhere like Singapore, or somewhere it's really tough to overtake like Hungary. It could be a really frustrating race for him, so he needs to make sure he doesn't get much more reprimands throughout the rest of this season and make sure he doesn't get himself another penalty or so. But so Rosberg won this last year, as that picture shows right there. Hamilton finished second place last year, and Vettel finished on the podium, and that seemed to be like the normal finishing order last season, with those three on the podium. But in my opinion, if Hamilton gets a good start, which he hasn't exactly had the best of starts so far this year, but if he gets a good start off the or launch off the start line, and obviously if he gets on the front row of the grid, I'm saying, I honestly feel he'll probably be more likely to win this race. He's got a bit more. He's got that. He needs to win basically at this point. In my opinion, he needs to get that momentum going again. Rosberg's on this incredible run of momentum. He's won 7 Grand Prix in a row. If he wins this one, he goes on to 8 Grand Prix in a row. And I think Vettel was the last person to win that many races in a row, somewhere in 2011, was it, or 2013, winning a mega run. So, the pressure's on for Rosberg. He can break some records himself by winning a few more Grand Prix in a row. But in my opinion, the pressure is 100% on Hamilton for this Grand Prix. I don't think Rosberg will be disappointed at all if he finishes second. He'll lose 7 points. He'll still be way over 1 Grand Prix ahead of Lewis Hamilton in terms of points. He'll be way ahead of him. So the pressure's on Hamilton. Hamilton needs to win this race, and in my opinion, he is going to win this race. I think this is the race where Hamilton will overcome all his bad luck and finally get a victory this season. But I still think Nico Rosberg will be challenging. I think he's got a very good chance of finishing second, quite close to Hamilton, but for some reason I feel this weekend Hamilton's gonna win this race. I mean, I know I've said that for the other Grand Prix and I've been proven wrong, but I still feel that Hamilton just has that extra bit of pressure on him, and I guess he's gonna, in my opinion at least, he's gonna win this one, and I suppose that'd be good for Hamilton fans. And to be perfectly honest, he came out a few days ago and told people to stop talking about these conspiracy theories, because obviously they're sort of putting his name and the Mercedes team under a bit of pressure by saying all this, and all these fans keep saying, oh, this is all a conspiracy, Hamilton's getting all these problems, and it's all the team's fault. And obviously Hamilton coming out and saying it does ease a bit of the pressure. But yeah, I've got to say, I'm looking forward to this Grand Prix a lot. I'm not going to be able to watch either of them. I mean, I'm up in Manchester in the race weekend, so it's disappointing obviously that I'm going to miss the race, but hopefully it's going to be a good one. But looking at last year's results, Taurus are pretty decent in qualifying, 5th and 6th on the grid. And obviously we've got to talk about it, the fact that Verstappen's going to be in the Red Bull, and where do you think he's going to be? I got a question in my Q&A, which I did a couple of days ago, and if you missed it, I think it's definitely worth checking out. I think it was a really fun video to make. But if you've missed that, I did talk about whether I think Verstappen will be on the podium this year. I said definitely, and who knows, this could be a good track. It's not exactly, well, it's got the main straight obviously, but then apart from that, there aren't many parts of the track where it's like really straight, except from the second DRS zone later in the lap. So Red Bull could do quite well here. I think they've done pretty decent in the past, so this could actually be a really solid chance for Verstappen to get some really good points straight away. And obviously Kvyat versus Sainz is something I'm looking out for as well. I think, as I said, I'll be Hamilton winning with Rosberg in second position. Then in third place, I think Vettel's going to hope. I just hope he's going to get a bit of good luck, and he'll probably be on the podium. So a similar podium to last year. Fourth place, I'm actually going to go with Daniel Ricciardo, just to beat his teammate Verstappen this year. I mean, I honestly feel Verstappen's going to be quite quick, straight off the blocks. I don't think he needs much time to adapt to the new car. I mean, he's obviously in the factory a lot, as is Kvyat, but he's getting a promotion. Obviously, he's getting a better car now, so it's probably not going to be as hard as going back to a slower car and having to learn stuff that Kvyat's going to be doing. But at the end of the day, Kvyat can really prove himself. This can be a pivotal race in Kvyat's career. If he can beat Verstappen in a better car, I think that's going to really prove to Red Bull at least they might have made a slightly wrong decision. But I'm hoping at least, because I do like Kvyat, I'm hoping he has a good race. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to beat Verstappen in this race, obviously in a worse car, but I do hope he has a good one, because I feel he's a really good driver, and getting this demotion, it kind of sucks for him. So yeah, overall guys, I've got to say I'm looking forward to this Grand Prix a lot. I mean, somebody else I want to look out for in this Grand Prix is obviously Alonso. It's his home race, could be his last ever home race in Formula 1 if he does decide to bow out of Formula 1 at the end of the season, but who knows what's going to happen with that. Obviously there's the challenge for some of the back end teams, the teams that haven't done too well at the start of the season, like Sauber, Force India, Manor, to maybe have a chance at points this weekend. I mean, it's unlikely, but who knows, it could happen. So that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Leave your race predictions down below in the comment section. How do you think Verstappen and Kvyat will do in this race? It's been Alex Maddy. Goodbye.